Hi.
That's considered a threat what he's doing.
Okay.
I need a trespassing.
Okay.
The postal inspectors want his name and number on the report,
Okay.
so I need him escorted out.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that information. Is Mr. Lopez still here? Yes.
Mr. Lopez, the boss.
Thank you.
We opened the gate.
That's early.
That early, yeah?
I'm sleeping at 3 o'clock.
No, wake up. I call you.
Thank you.
I appreciate the help.
So the gentleman, he wants to know how long he's being trespassed for.
Well, looking at the tape, he was here more for a half hour. So the problem is, he was in the inner lobby recording money transaction and credit card information. So that's why the postal inspectors wants to know who he is. That's what it comes down to. If he would have been, what's your first name?
Enrique.
Enrique. If he would have been there, outer lobby,
Right.
all I had to do is, I would ask you to leave. He gets his warning, but because he came in this part of the lobby,
Right. Right.
and because of the security, and my employees, which are concerned because they're all Hispanic, with everything going on,
Right.
this is the third employee just mentioned that to me.
Okay.
They're concerned.
Right.
So I can't cut him loose, and I could see why the inspection service wants his name and number. But he blew it.
Right.
Came in this side of the building with credit card and cash transactions.
Okay. So what his question is, how long do you want him to be trespassed? Is it permanently, or is it 6 months, 12 months?
I don't want
Okay.
him in here at all.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
What is it with this guy? Is he going to do it to this office? He's going to do it to my other office in Wind Springs.
Correct.
What's the purpose of this?
I don't know. The supervisor's here now, and he has more information on it, but I guess he does this a lot. And to try to get us to violate his rights.
Right. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you.
I'll be back, okay? Or did you want us to come back and talk to you, or?
I need the hard copy of the report.
Correct.
Thank you.
This gentleman has, what he does is he goes around and he films everything and everybody.
Okay.
Police officers, and then he posts it on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay? We've had issues with him in the past, and we try to take the high road. In this situation, under the circumstances, he was willing to leave on his own, so we allowed him to leave. But for us to attempt to get his name and information would have created a problem.
All right, so here's the question. Since he's done this before, do you have his name and information?
Now, what he does is he films.
So here's the problem. I was telling Enrique, he went in that lobby. Could have been here. Once he went into that lobby, there's no video could be taken because of the credit card and cash transaction.
Is there any signage or anything that tells them that? That would be my question.
Yes, sir.
See, he's one of those individuals. Yeah, you know.
105, we're 10-4. He pointed out a paragraph in here that allows him to have a camera photographs for views, advertising, and commercial purposes. It says entrances, lobbies, foyers. That's what he pointed out to me. So what he's saying is that it is posted, rules and regulations, but it does say entrances, lobbies, foyers.
Which is
and
this and
lobby,
that.
it states in here lobby, then
I'll
you
get,
need to take
I'll
this
get
out.
clarification for that, that's not problem. That's a funny situation you guys are in. What I'll do is, I just need one business card from you guys.
But what he wanted from us was for him to be placed in handcuffs and thrown.
Oh, no, then he'll have a ball with the YouTube.
That's what he was trying to do. He was
No.
trying to bait us.
He's trying to do a First Amendment audit is pretty much what he's trying to do.
Okay,
What I was trying to do was just make sure he exited the premises.
that's okay, that's all right. And
He's
then-
familiar with the FBI. Nothing seems to bother him.
I got that impression. Now, in the last 2 weeks, there were 3 incidents. I only called the cops twice.
Same guy?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is where it's stemming from. Taking information from customers in the lobby and the outer lobby.
He doesn't generally take information.
No.
This is separate.
This is separate.
Oh, this is
Too
okay.
much of a coincidence.
Gotcha.
I dealt with this in New York, Philadelphia, Newark, and even the Caribbean. Same nonsense ever since
You've
YouTube.
traveled.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Same nonsense with YouTube. So when I asked those guys and I called the police, all I have to do is, can you please leave the premises? They give me the spiel of this is public, then I'm allowed to call the police for a post inspector.
Right.
Okay. So there was 3 of those in this past week and a half. So I'm thinking this is stemming from, now he's gonna bust my chops.
Wasn't this, I know Walmart's been having this problem, animal rights. They go and they want
Wow.
signatures,
Yeah.
and they'll stand out there, and then as soon as the cops come in, they haul
He
ass.
wants that, especially if a customer comes to me, why does he want my social security number? I got a problem.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with the retirees and senior citizens.
See, what his MO is he will show up, and he'll just start filming officers from a distance. And he doesn't really bother you, he just films from a distance. And then what he'll do is post it on YouTube.
And I can't believe YouTube actually pay guys like that.
Oh yeah, he's if you wanna research it, he's called the Florida Watchman.
Oh, okay.
And if you go on, you'll see all of his posts. He'll never show his face.
That's sad.
He does not give his name,
Right.
but he will film law enforcement. He's filmed a number of our officers.
All right. And Jenny, thank you very much for coming so quickly. All right. I'll find out what the rules, if we need another posting of no videos in the unit lobby, then I'll get that posted.
Yeah, like I said,
Before.
if I wanted to, but under the circumstances, I think it was more prudent to just allow him to
Oh, no,
leave.
I have no problem.
I hate giving people like that a forum.
It's okay. It's just that I have to be cautious with everything going on.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
definitely.
you.
With credit cards, cash, and then all this happy crap going outside. You know, everybody's already jittery.
Absolutely.
Like I was telling Enrique, I already had 3 of my employees, the majority are Hispanic. What's going on? Does he have any? I gotta react to it. Anyway, thank you. Sir,
And just so you
thank
know,
Anytime.
one thing he does do, he only films the officers. If somebody walks by, he doesn't film anybody else.
Okay,
That
Right.
he does do.
but except he did that in there.
Correct.
And I had people sitting down with passport applications. We could go back and forth, but.
Maybe next time I'll mention that to him.
The reality is, I have to do my due diligence.
Absolutely.
And we're covered.
And I wanted to make sure we did our due diligence, not give him any excuse to make a big deal out of this and get him off the premises for you.
Understood. All right, next phone call probably be Winter Springs, which is my other office.
Well, be prepared for him.
You got it, sir.
Thanks,
again.
Mr.
Take care.
Lopez. Appreciate it.